Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today's video is all about when you bring your guinea pigs home. When you bring your guinea pigs home, you're going to be advised to not touch them for a week, or really, it's not necessarily about not touching them, but taking them out of their cage and everything, and picking them up and everything, because they need to get used to their environment. As you can tell, I've had my guinea pigs for a while, and they've very much gotten used to their environment. But once you are able to touch them, you're going to have to do some work. One of the things you're going to have to do is you're going to have to start taming them. What exactly is taming? Taming is when you teach your guinea pigs that pretty much your hands are okay. You learn to pick them up and pet them. My guinea pigs still aren't okay with being picked up, but they are much better at being petted. But then again, they are almost a year old, and I've almost had them for a year, so for me that's progress. Some guinea pigs take several years to warm up to their owners and even be petted. Like Snowball let me pet her sooner than Cookie did. Cookie only really letted me start petting her more recently, and it will probably take them a bit longer than for me to be able to pick them up. But the point is that one day you will be able to, and some days it might feel like you're doing nothing and you're making no progress. But eventually you will be making progress, and eventually it's just gonna be so nice. So the first little bit, there's gonna be a lot of work you're gonna have to put in order to taming these little piggies. But once you do, it's truly going to be worth it, because you're going to be able to do so much. The next thing is veggies. When you bring your guinea pigs home, well, if you get them from a rescue, you're going to be informed on probably if they've had veggies, and if so, what kind, how long have they been introduced to those veggies, all that sort of stuff. Pet stores might not necessarily tell you that, but either way, you still want to introduce new veggies in small amounts. So now you see my guinea pigs getting the right amount of pepper that is daily required, and the right amount of lettuce, and all this sort of stuff. But it definitely didn't start out that way. The first day I brought them home, I gave them a teeny tiny piece of lettuce, and eventually they got used to that, and then they were able to have bigger quantities of lettuce, and then I introduced them to bell peppers and all these new things, and now my guinea pigs do well with other things. So just because guinea pigs' digestive systems and stomachs and everything, when you give them a lot of something new, it doesn't really handle it well. The only thing that you can give them a lot of when they're first kind of with you, no matter what, is hay, because they're just born with hay, and hay is so important. Same thing with pellets. So yeah, and of course, water. I mean, I don't necessarily know exactly what to do when a guinea pig is first born, but when you bring them home, definitely water, hay, pellets, if you choose to feed them. I'm not the person to tell you if you should be feeding pellets or not be feeding pellets. That's a vet you want to talk to for that. I personally feed pellets. Hay is non-negotiable. Guinea pigs need hay. It's just mandatory. It's what they need. So yeah. Another thing is you're going to need to learn. Now, this was just my experience, but you need to know how your guinea pigs interact with certain things. For instance, we used to have a tiny green hay rack. I'll try and insert an image of the piggies with the hay rack, or I'll try and take a photo of the hay rack that I had. But it was small. And Snowball had just learned how to jump and climb on things, and she climbed on the house, and then, now before this, somehow the hay rack was like coming unattached. And one day Snowball jumped on it, and it started to come unattached and everything, and it was just no longer a safe thing. So we stopped. We tried a couple of other hay racks, and the Coroplus one that we have in here today seems to be the one that works the best. So yeah, these were a few things that in my experience, and also a few general things for when you get guinea pigs. I hope that this helped in a way, and I hope to see you guys next time.